I was, as DIRCO minister, I attended AU meetings. So I was quite familiar with seeing leaders avoid difficult questions. And what our leaders are not doing is asking themselves why so many of their nationality or citizens wish to be in South Africa, which is a fairly small economy. It's large in African terms, but it's small in world terms. Why do they come here? And essentially they come as economic migrants or political asylum seekers. These are the two main reasons. And it means, therefore, that a number of countries on the African continent are not doing what they should in order to provide for their people. They're not getting the economies right, and you don't have freedom of association, freedom of expression, and human rights respect. And people are running to South Africa because those things exist here. So I was disappointed in the reaction because I think that the leaders know that the government of South Africa is not behind what was happening here. They know that there are organizations like March on March which are leading this anti-migrants attitude, and that the government has tried to act, to assert human rights, to assert non-violence, and has not been listened to. So blaming the whole of South Africa for the action of a particular set of groups or organizations was, I thought, particularly problematic, especially by two countries that have previously repatriated Africans from their own neighborhood. So I found the response disappointing.
Former International Relations and Cooperation Minister Naledi Pandor has broken her silence after Ghana and Nigeria reportedly raised concerns about xenophobic attacks in South Africa at the United Nations. Speaking on the African Renaissance podcast, hosted by the former EFF spokesperson Dr. Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, Pandor criticized what she described as hypocrisy among African leaders, saying difficult and sensitive issues on the continent have often been avoided rather than confronted. Pandor said she was disappointed by the decision to take the xenophobia issue to the United Nations, arguing that the South African government has consistently opposed groups and individuals mobilizing communities against African migrants. She specifically referred to March on March, which she described as an organization opposed to migrants. However, March on March leader Jacinta Mangobese Zuma and the organization have repeatedly maintained that their campaign is directed at undocumented immigrants and not on foreign nationals who are legally residing in South Africa. The organization has also denied targeting documented migrants, arguing that its concerns are centered on illegal immigration, crime, and the alleged pressure placed on public resources and services. Since March on March began organizing protests, the organization has maintained that its demonstrations have been peaceful and that it has not advocated violence against foreign nationals. There have been no confirmed reports of immigrants being killed during the organization's marches. In some instances, however, criminals have taken advantage of protests against illegal immigration to loot foreign-owned businesses. Pandor's comments come amid renewed debate over South Africa's approach to migration and the growing tensions surrounding xenophobia, illegal immigration, and the treatment of foreign nationals. The former minister's remarks also highlight a broader disagreement among African governments over how the continent should respond to anti-immigrant sentiment and attacks against African nationals living outside their countries of origin. While South Africa authorities have repeatedly condemned xenophobic violence, organizations campaigning against illegal immigration insist that opposition to undocumented migration should not automatically be characterized as xenophobia. The debate has placed South Africa under renewed scrutiny over whether its policies and enforcement measures are sufficiently addressing illegal immigration while protecting their rights and safety of foreign nationals living legally in the country. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.